Can you overhead press your own body weight? Well, I started this workout making sure I still can, and then I got into the rest of the workout, which is mostly overhead press, front squats, some lateral raises, farmer's carry, and overall an athletic training day. All right, I'm starting off today with some overhead presses, and then I got some athletic strength movements to follow on. So after this, I'll do some front squats. I don't know if you remember, but I moved my second front squat day, which is tomorrow, out and replace it with hack squats instead, but left front squats in today. I'm gonna do today's overhead presses a little bit different. I'm gonna try to work up to my body weight real quick. Count that as one of my sets. I'm doing 4 sets of 5 on this, still warming up. Actually, I gotta go up to the next weight, but try to hit my body weight, just because I haven't done that in a long time. And I'll come back down to my working weight for the last 3 sets of 5. All right, do another warm up here though. Not bad. That's 135, 155. Still a little way to go to get to my body weight. I will pause you for now while I do a couple more warm-up sets. No, screw it. We'll just hang around, and if I need to edit some of it out, I will. So now we're up to 175. Which would put us about 15-ish pounds for my body weight. It's a decent measure of overhead press strength. Being able to do at least your body weight, typically more, but body weight for now, since we haven't gotten heavy on these things in quite some time.
My phone's all messed up. My alarm didn't go off.
Slept in. Now you just got to work faster now. Pump.
Huh?
Now you just got to work faster. Pump that heart
Yeah,
up.
I know.
All right. Let's see. 175. Let's just go for the body weight and call it good. I was getting to a point at one time where I was purposely going heavy on these, and I think hit like 205 or something like that. But not the 225 for reps. And I remember a buddy of mine on deployment knocking out one time and then leaving on the bar for me to do, and me not even coming close on my attempt. So this here is my body weight-ish, 190, I think. It's about what I'm weighing right now. But we'll see how it goes up, and if it goes up, then maybe we'll go to 195, just in case I've packed on some lbs during this winter training block. Probably be a little bit of a push press, not super strict, to be honest. All right, happy with that. Wasn't pretty, but it went up. So we'll count that as one set. Since we went a little heavy, then I'm gonna go back down to, let's see, 155 for my next working set. Let's see it for that. All right.
So I did a couple of single rep body weight presses. My goal is to keep pushing up and get back into the 200s of the overhead press. But now I got my last set of 5 overhead press. First set was 155, and then went down to 145. And I was thinking about going down again, but we're gonna do 150 in an effort to get that 1 rep max bumped up a little bit. So if you don't already know, shoulder presses are gonna help tremendously with your bench press. They work your front, side, and rear delts, and they also help you stabilize that core a little bit. So all muscles that come into play when you're trying to max your bench out. Last set of 5 here, and then we're gonna warm up the front squats, unlike last week when we went straight into it and paid for it dearly. All right, that was last set. I'm gonna warm up on the front squats and then come back for a set or 2 of those. See you in a bit. All right, I ended up going up 20 pounds each set, which leaves us at 245 here, which is heavier than I wanted it to go, but it was feeling good. So we'll see what we get out of 245. Hopefully the full 5 reps. And then it gets a little bit easier after this. We just have body weight pull-ups. So those are pretty easy. And then I forget what we have for the rest of the workout, but at least the next exercise is nice and simple. So we'll knock out a set of 5 here with 245, hopefully. And then move on to pull-ups. One more. All right. Easy day. All right, we'll see you back for some pull-ups here in a minute. We got a second set of 10 pull-ups. I should mention real quick, we're done with the deload week. The deload was for the 3 main lifts, so squat, bench, and deadlift. And that's mostly just to give the central nervous system a little bit of a rest. Those 3 big lifts really tax the central nervous system, whereas I wanted to keep progressing with all the accessory lifts. So all the supporting muscles that help you with those lifts. Now that we got some good rest on the central nervous system by throttling back on some of those heavy sets, we're back into our normal routine starting on Monday, but the rest of the week is all accessory stuff anyway, so that just stays as normal as it's been the last few weeks with slight progression on them. But this will be a second set of 10 pull-ups. And last rep. All right, I got one more set of those, and then we'll move into some lateral raises for the side delts. All right, well, I talked last week about a machine that I like for lateral raises instead of doing the dumbbells. And this is it here, this Temple of Gains machine. It honestly helps me concentrate a lot more on the side delts instead of throwing my entire body on it like I tend to do with dumbbells, even when I'm trying to go strict with them. So this machine really helps concentrate on that. You know, I'm not using everything from my toes up to my head to throw momentum into it. I got one more set of this, which I'm not going to record because running low on battery. Then I got some farmer's carries, obliques, and then I'll run. So I'll see you back for some farmer's carries here in a minute. All right, second set of farmer's carries. For 40 yards, I got 85 pounders. This will be the last of today's recording as the battery's disappearing. Here we go. So everything felt really good today. I'm happy with today's workout. Even my grip strength is feeling pretty good here. Still got obliques left. And I'm gonna go for a run. But if you liked what you saw here today, please subscribe. I appreciate you watching. See you next time.